Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where today we are back in the city of Westwood. And we're going to do a lot of zoning. But first, we need to look at our schools. That is what we determined last time was our big thing. We have an elementary there, we have an elementary there. We have a high school there and there. So basically, this corner back here could use some coverage. So let's do that. Let's throw in one there. I mean, I know we've got capacity, but we don't really have good coverage. And I think we're okay with high schools, honestly. They will tend to tolerate longer travel for that. We have bus routes going through here. Wow, it even stops pretty close to the school, so that's handy. We could just move that. Let's move that stop to closer to the school. There we go. So yeah, I just want to come through here and start zoning in a lot of residential. We have a lot of residential demand, so ooh, jumpy game. I would like to begin meeting that need. I'd also like to get a road that kind of comes back here. I don't know. We could like bring it off of here and curve it down just to get a little bit more here, but it would have to be, I'd have to do offices here than residential here. So I don't know, that's something we will consider, but for now I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to look at my, what's it called? Train heights as we do this, because I don't want to go crazy here and cause big issues because we are not respecting our terrain. So we're just going to be very, very selective. We are going to do some homes on this side, but not quite as dense, just so we can preserve some of those waterfront views. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can go back in and start going crazy here. We can go crazy there. Well, that's weird. That's lined up like that. I don't know that I've ever seen it do just two little squares like that before. Down here again, we're going to wait on that. And then there, and then up here, we again want to just be a bit more selective so that we don't start doing weird things with terrain. Which here we can get quite a few in, but here we need to kind of scale it down. Here, I think we're just going to skip that altogether. Some of these people are going to have houses that back up to the park, but there's still quite a bit of privacy between the path and them. So it'll be fine. And we'll go there, and then that's enough that I think we'll just skip it all. Here we can get that in, and then I think we just need to stay along that line for those. And then down here, I don't want to go nuts. I want to maintain some of these water views. So we're just going to do just selective zoning right there. And then up here, we can just go gangbusters. Basically wanting to just get this residential demand completely knocked out. That's the goal here. And hopefully that'll let some of the stuff that we touched in the last video over here with offices fill in. That's the hope here. That is my goal. So again, just tons of residential, all low density. Probably could have done this with just dragging it across, but oh well, we're almost done now. Why stop the insanity now? We'll leave that little corner there since that's the elder care facility. We'll just leave it on its own little campus, and I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I should really like. I don't want anything along here because it's just too. It's not super steep, but it's enough of an elevation change that I think it would look kind of weird. So I saw something over here. Okay, no, that's supposed to be unzoned. That's supposed to be unzoned, and that's supposed to be unzoned. Okay, actually, so is that. Yeah, that looks like we're in good shape. So, when I come into this view, we're going to sit here and watch from right here. Oh, real quick, before I do that, did those roads help any? they may have done. It's hard to say. This comes and goes with traffic. I've tried this with traffic lights. I've tried this without traffic lights. I've tried using timed traffic lights with a longer run for this side and this side than this side and this side has. And same thing with this intersection. I've tried it with, without, different timing. And eventually it all breaks down, and then we'll start working again, and then all breaks down, and then we'll start working again. So it's really peculiar, and I don't quite understand what it is that's happening. But anyways, we're going to go into this view right here. I'm going to let this run for 5 or 10 minutes and let this fill in. So that was around 7 minutes of time lapse, and I mean it's filling in, but we still have a lot of empty spaces. And what is going on? I know I had to have zoned that. I'm really curious if between videos, I'm gonna be obsessed with this whole 2 square thing now. Yep, there it is. 2 squares missing. Wait, I mean, I recorded last week's video just a few minutes ago before this one. And right at the end, we looked at this, and there wasn't one there, and now there is. I haven't done anything but what you've seen. Like, it didn't run between, it was paused between videos the whole time. The entire time. So while we're waiting for some things to fill in, I just want to come in here with my tree brush and just fill in some of this. Now that we know where the rail is going, and just kind of make this look a little bit better, and, you know, add to the general flammability of the town. Won't get a whole lot in here, but I think we can make it look better. Are we causing any branches to hang over the tracks? Doesn't look like it, so I think we're fine. And then while I was sitting here staring at this, I realized we have an opportunity for just a little bit more connectivity through our park, with one more gate. And I want to go right here and connect that up right here. And then what are those trees? Chestnuts? I think they're horse chestnuts. Or whatever this, eastern cottonwood. Yeah, they're eastern cottonwoods. There we go. I think that'll just give us a little bit more of an opportunity for some connections through here. I'm going to go ahead and make this section. Well, you know what, though? I kind of like that there's the water view down there. That's kind of what I was expecting to have happen, was a power issue to arise. But that's okay, because we have all of this industrial area out here. We do have a couple of solar plants, and I think I would like to continue that. And I think the best place to do it is just right here, where we're going to have some short blocks anyway. We can get 2 more in right here, no problem. Go ahead and bump that capacity right on up. We're good with our sewage. We do need some water in through here, though. So let's resolve that real quick. Ding. And we'll go here and here. And then we'll bring this down just so we can get this little area if we decide to put anything in there. I don't want a connection right there. I don't want too many connections in this road. Yeah, see, this is backing up again. I don't know. I really don't know. One thing I do know is that I hate this interchange. It's just ugly. It just really is. So I'd like to do something better. And that something better is going to be to pause the game and come down here and look at getting a diverging diamond interchange in here. I've been having very good luck with the diverging diamonds lately. So I'm just going to stick with it. Plus, that'll also help when we have this seaside area over here. It'll give us a nice exit kind of into that community. Before I do any of this, though, I should look at my grading as my voice cracks, and I think we're fine. You know, I'm going to go ahead and do this grading down here now that we talked about last video. No, I take that back. I'm not. I'm going to wait until it's all here and we know what we have. Because I may decide I want to have it at different elevations. So I want to come in here, diverging diamond. Let's need to find it. I know it exists. Nope, that's not the one. Is this it? Nope, that's Park Low. That's not it. I know it's here somewhere. That looks interesting. Sort of. But it's not what I want. Where? Texas U-turn. Where is it? System interchange. Actually, that might work better because I'm wanting to get this connected over there, but then I wouldn't have any connectivity over to the other side. But that would help me get the road that's going to be here to kind of curve into there, but no. Man, where is... I had to have gone right past it. So, Texas U-turn, no. No. No, not that one, not that one. Park Low A2. This is... No. This is... No, I mean, I know what it looks like. I don't know why I can't find it. Milwaukee, inverted spooey. I don't even know what a spooey is. The roundabout one works nice too. But it's specifically the diverging time. There it is. I don't know why I overlooked this earlier. So it needs to go basically right where the highway starts curving, which is right about there. Yeah, right about there. We'll go here with it. And we'll chop out a big section here. There we go. Lovely. It's not like we didn't already pay for that highway anyway. A long time ago. Remember we had to straighten it out because I didn't like the way it went? Yeah, well. If you don't remember, well, there you go. That was a thing we did. So I want to upgrade this, but this always does a weird. Yeah, this always does a weird. So instead, we are going to delete that all the way back and just reconnect them ourselves. Hopefully. I did not get a guideline for that. So I want to see what I'm coming out. 240 and then around. Okay. So I need to try to do about the same. That's mostly lined up. It's still connected weird here, though. Let's see if we can't do that better. That'll work. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And then on this end, we want to connect it up. But again, we may wind up with it doing a weird. We'll see. No, it's fine. And it didn't do a weird there either. So cool. Now, the challenge is this comes way back here. So we're going to have to turn this and somehow get it way over there. Or bring this one down and have it connect there. I don't know. Let's unpause the game now that we've got the highway reconnected. Everybody should be happy. And then figure out how we're going to get this through here. I don't really know off the top of my head. So that would go like there. If I did that. And then it would be quite a distance before we would even need another collector. I mean, we're going what? 4920, and we don't have 4920 here. We have close to 4920. 4920 is... That would put it there to have it coming straight down. I'm gonna do this, and just bear with me here, because I want to see where this is gonna go, and then we're gonna get rid of this. There you go. I know that's not even a real crossing, but I'm thinking that maybe this is the way to go and bring this up into here, but then we lose a lot of our connectivity going, or a lot of our land uses going this way. So maybe we just change up the grid over here on this side and just do some weird stuff. I think that would be the better solution. So what road do we have here? It's a 3-lane. I'd like to maintain the integrity of that somewhat. So let's bring this right down by the railroad tracks. We could just follow the tracks. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I kind of like that idea. So instead of doing this, let's follow these tracks right here. Keep it where we're gonna have that, and then we're gonna do that, and then back this off, and then use our curved road tool. You saw nothing. And connect that up. Or do I want to bring this on down? I think I want to bring this on down and have an intersection. I know I'm being very indecisive today, but that is my right. I can be indecisive if I want to. So we could have a road going off that way if I really wanted to. That's really close to that intersection. But this, I definitely want it to curve around right here. I don't know, again, that it needs to be this big of a road, but it's going to be. And then I want to follow the railroad around roughly for at least a bit. And then hopefully get a nice little turn right here. Yeah, I think it's fine with it being the larger thing there. So let's just go ahead, the larger road. Let's just go ahead and do that. I doubt anyone's going to use this. What are our speeds like on this? Let's take a look. And I'm really hoping that the new DLC in content creator packs are here when this video goes live. Yeah, I want to make that definitely a little bit faster. That can stay, I guess, 80. It's awful fast across that bridge, but whatever. But 55 down through there, and then slowing down when they get into this area. And then we can continue this grid on out until it hits either the highway or over there. We'll do, of course, some roads that go over that way. There are trucks using this, so that's good, because I've never, ever, ever liked this. It's just bad. It's ugly. And now it's dead. So we can downgrade some of this highway. We're using... Also, turn anarchy off. I don't need it. Got a weird bend here that we're gonna sort out. And also a weird connection. So let's pause for just a moment. And just sort this out real quick. Hopefully the curved road tool will do us right. It didn't. Not really. I mean, it's alright, but it's not the greatest, but we'll live with it. There, so now we have a better interchange down here. And this will continue to be some industry. Out over across here, probably be some residential and some good things like that. But I think that this will be a better solution in the long run. And what we can do is minimize the number of connections onto here. We can just basically leave this as arterial coming up into here, and then just have collectors connect to that and keep local roads off of it. Yeah, there's quite a few trucks coming this way, which is a good thing. anything to keep them out of here. Which, you know, this is flowing fine right now. Just, it's so bizarre how it just comes and goes like that. So how are we doing on everything that's been filling out over here? It's getting there. A lot of smaller lots in throughout here. I guess it's because they didn't build a bigger one in the middle and stuff like that. That's alright though, because we can always throw some trees and things like that in. What I want to do out here though is find a nice way to connect this and this. I'm also... You can see that our rail starts dipping right around here. Out here we'll hide another waste transfer facility, just so we've got good garbage processing status. So I want to bring this out just a little bit more, so we find the right road. I know I can find it for all these. I'm wondering if we shouldn't have another collector running up through here. This isn't that big of a neighborhood, and I kind of want to bring this all the way down to here, though. So that's why I'm thinking it might not be a bad idea to have another collector. Because we're getting pretty far away from the last time we had one. So let's get one in. But again, we're going to kind of mess with our grid a little bit. Where would this naturally go if we were going to be putting one in? So this is 1200, so we want to go one more than 1200. Which is there, 1260. Yeah. So I think I would like my collector to come in there. But I want it to come off at a 90 here. I think that's as close to 90 as I'm getting. What if I come off one more tile to the side here? That'll work. And then bring this through at this same angle. We'll move this pillar in a minute. And it'll just kind of terminate back here. It'll just do its own little thing. Or I could even make it a bridge and connect to here. But I think the ground, our terrain gets weird. So no, I don't want to do that. This is as far as we're going that direction with this neighborhood. So cool. That gets us at least informed about where we're going to go. Get rid of that view. Oh my god, that road is nowhere near straight. Okay, don't like it. Don't like it at all. So instead of being picky about where that goes, we're just going to go here and go straight out. And man, it won't. It's like, no, 90 degrees does not exist. It is not something I understand. There we go. So we're going to go to there and then continue it over. Is that better? Ooh, hello. Yes, much better. And then reconnect this. These are going to come in at weird angles. I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. Down here, though, I don't have any weird terrain issues, but I kind of like the curve, so I may try to keep that curve going. Trying to see what we would go off of. Right about like that. I dig that. And that kind of, this at least lets me break this up a little bit to not be too grid-like. Let's go from here to, okay, we'll go from here up to there. Where is that? Why are you not giving me a road guideline for that? Do I have them turned off? No. Why is that not lighting up? Why? I'll just... Yeah, it's not wanting to come in at a 90 there. Oh, I still have anarchy on, that's why. I think that's part of the problem. No, it's still not giving me... It's still, no matter what I do, that road guideline is not popping up. But we don't need this view. And you're like, here it is. Like, so what if I do... It's just not cooperating. Like, it'll be there, and then it vanishes. It's so weird. And then here it doesn't want to let me do it. I think it's just right at an angle that we're a little too... So what if I do... Yeah, I don't know. So I guess I'll just go straight through. Doesn't look the best, but... And then here, straight through, and then we'll just let this have some bigger block lengths. I think I'll connect these up. This I can do on a curve. Ish. Okay, that's not a curve at all. Yeah, this is being very, very contrary. We got some very strange looking roads going through here, so let's grab this, bring this down, and curve this around, and straighten that out. That looks better there. And then I'm okay with those block lengths up there. And then I just want to see how I want to connect up here. We are using the treed road, so we will stick with the treesy road. So this I can get just a couple more of the grid in. And I think just for visual continuity, that'd be a good thing to do. Oh man, we've got so many road guidelines for so many different things. It's a little difficult to get done. And then let's see if we can bring... Yeah, it's not, I wanted it to connect there, and it's not going to. I think we're going to run into the same problem here. Now that makes a pretty good connection right there. And then I would like to get another connection in right here as well. Well, that went right under just fine. And then I guess space already occupied, that's the pillar. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's see if the grid goes one more here. It does. So that'll get that in. I kind of like how it leaves like these little pockets back here. Or do I? Do I like that? No, I don't like that. I don't like this at all. I know. I'm being indecisive. What I do like is the idea of doing something like this instead. I want to back this off to about here and just follow the highway around, which is gonna be easier said than done, I think. No, actually, it's gonna be fine. Bring that there, and then out just a little bit more, maybe. Just go straight on that, and then make a connection there. Make a connection here. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball some connections into here. Oh, that's funky. Maybe I need to bring this out straight for a little bit. Maybe that's the solution here. Yep, that's the solution. Alright. Ooh, hello. Definitely getting some irregular blocks in here. Whoa, that is not what I wanted to do. And now my node moved. Of course it did. There we go. So bring that over to there, and then I'm going to bring this in at just a very odd angle to this, and then get rid of that. And that can be like, you know, you'll be able to turn in two different directions. Over here, we can bring this down as just a regular road, kind of following the highway. Right down to about here. And then we're going to bring it up and over and down. How far do we go here? 200? I just don't want to have... That's why we give a turnaround space for our garbage trucks that are going to go here. So they don't have to spin around. And we're going to do a recycling plant, maybe 2. It's really close to those railroad tracks. We can do one down there. Cool. We'll eventually need some water down here, but it's a problem for future Brandon. We'll get there in a minute. I just want to get some connectivity through here that doesn't look atrocious. And this looks atrocious. So let's rethink. Let's go for some of these bigger connections. And then see what else we can pull off here. That's not going to come in the 90 no matter what I do. What about that? That works. And then we can do a road that comes in right about here. Oh, wow. Okay, not. So then maybe we'll just do this. No? I'm just having a time today, aren't I? There we go. That works for me. And then I'd like to connect here, but I don't know that it's going to make a decent connection. Yeah, it's... That's not bad. Some really weird blocks up here. Very, very strange things happening in this part of town. But I think I'm here for it. I think I'm all right with it. Why be normal? Why be boring? And you're like, Brendan, you've gridded 90% of your map. What are you talking about? Why be boring? Shh. Let me have my delusions. And connect that up there. That's mostly under the road where they belong. And don't tell Phil. We'll run this down to here. All the way over to here. Like that, and like that. And that'll at least get our garbage service connected. We've got... I don't know what happened here. We got some stuff happening right there. So there we go. That'll get us another collector through there. Just to help bring some traffic in and out from back here. Also, maybe get the garbage trucks moving. Yeah, I don't ever understand why, when your garbage processing numbers are low, they still only send out 2 trucks. Never really understood that. But the cool thing is, we have grown quite a bit by about 10,000. So, not too bad. Our park upgraded, which I don't think we have any parks facilities. Oh, no, we have one. Looks like they're not doing the best of job keeping up. It's not their fault. I've kind of hamstrung them a bit. You could always throw in another one. I don't know that it's really... Oh, you know what? I could sit next to that. I don't see why it's a problem. I mean, it almost makes it look like it's service buildings for the solar plant. And you know what? While we're putting in some service type buildings, let's... We don't have any highway maintenance trucks anywhere. So I'd like to add a couple of those. Just there. Just to have them. They boost the speeds a little bit of the roads. I think 2 will be sufficient. And I think that having the extra park vehicles will get all of our parks boosted a little bit better. And I think we're going to be in good shape here. Let's real quick come down here. Yeah, we are still seeing quite a bit of traffic down here. That makes me really happy. One thing I do want to check, though, before we end, is to make sure that this isn't just a normal traffic light. And it is. So we're going to fix this by doing time traffic lights because... A couple reasons. We're going to do that, and that didn't do it right, but whatever. We're going to add junctions. Then we're going to add a step. We're going to hit change mode on this one. And then change mode on this one. Because we want them to always be able to turn right because they have a protected right at all times. No one is coming across to the left. Then we want the same thing here. This is a protected right, and if it's not, we're going to make it so with Traffic Manager. And then same thing here. So those are always green. Always. And then just to ensure people get across here, we're going to do that as our first step. We're going to deal with the standard 3/8 timing. Add that. And then we want to add a second step. And then we want to come through here and stop the traffic coming through. God, it's hard to tell which is which here. Let's assume it's this one. Let's stop traffic coming through here and bring our traffic through here. I think I've got that right. And add, and then we should be good to start that. So that way, when you get a green light down here, you can just go straight across. When you get a green light down here, you can go all the way across. You may not make it, but it definitely improves your odds. And then I just want to make sure that those are indeed dedicated lanes. They are. Yes, they are all set up properly. So we can have that no yield situation where these guys can just keep going. And that's kind of the beauty of a diverging diamond, is that you don't really stop to make your turns. The only people who stop are the people coming across. And that's just because it diverges and you don't want people having a head-on collision. So I think we're in good shape. Hopefully next time Plazas Promenades will be here. I don't know that it's going to be, but I'm hoping so. We've got an opportunity to bring this in and then have a collector come down. Actually, we're going to go way over here, so that's a long distance. This will probably come into play too. But that's not an actual highway connection, so we'll deal with it. But I think we're in good shape. I'm really happy with where we're sitting. We're not importing anything. We're actually exporting goods, so we're not creating a whole lot of extra traffic into the town. So, and that intersection looking pretty spiff. Looking good. I don't know why I've been saying spiff lately, but it really bothers me. Let's go ahead and hide this from the highway view, though. One last little thing. Let's just bring in some of our big live oaks right here. By the way, if anybody knows, I know that one of the mods allows you to disable the pollution effects on trees. If you know what that is, please let me know. Why are these oaks all so short? I've not been able to figure out what mod it is. Apparently I don't spend a lot of time actually looking it up, but I would like to know so that I can do that, because I don't like the wilted looking trees. They're not pretty. We're just going to do really thick oak grove right here just to hide these facilities from the highway traffic. You know, you just don't want people, as soon as they're coming into your town, to just see garbage. And then we're going to use our tree brush out here and surround it the rest of the way. There we go. It's a big thick oak grove, and then the tree brush that I have established, which kind of mixes all the different trees that are on the map. The oaks, the pines, everything. Granted, the pines usually don't happen to the higher elevations, but I like the way this mixture looks. I think it's good. I really like it. We spent quite a while during a live stream getting that right. Before we go, and I keep saying one last thing, but I remembered I had to use anarchy somewhere over here to get a road in. I think it was that one. Yeah, because the rest of these are looking fine. All right, let's gonna wrap it up. So, until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.